Good evening and thank you for joining us here at CBN4Sports. I am Alian Christopher. Here's a quick look at tonight's sporting headlines. St. Joseph Football League sees a premature end to the grand finals. Two teams registered their first win of the Lion Premier League over the weekend. And see who defeated Australia for the first time in 31 years. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. Let's begin with the local sports events. In the Vitamall Basketball Premier Division, Fast Cash Prowlers found the going tough in the first half against the Blazing Bullets team, which could only field in 5 players. Scores in the game: Prowlers 81 and Bullets 56. Top scorers for Prowlers were Fitzgerald Daniel with 29 points. Julian Isles and Ronald Bruno hit 15 each, and Craig St. Rose 11. For the Bullets, Nathan John Jones top scored with 30 points, Javid Joseph 12 and Gamon Graham 7. The 3-match series between the Fast Cash Prowlers and Blazing Bullets is now leveled at 1 game apiece. Meantime, defending champions of the Vitamall Premier Division, Gatorade Blazers, have made it one step closer to defending their title by defeating the Paybush Super Eagles by 105 to 89 points on Saturday evening. Jeff Jeremy led the way with 24 points. He received good help from Linson Lynch and Thomas Felix, who hit 18 points each. Other scorers for Blazers were Lee Lafont with 14, Lester Langley 12, and Brian Mason 11. Leading the way for the Super Eagles was Andel George with 24 points, supported by Derrison Anthony and Lenin Paul with 18 points, and Hendricks Hallsborough with 17 points. Over to football. Dublin Football Club and Icons Football Club have registered their first wins for the season, while Exodus remained undefeated as action continued in the Lion Premier League over the weekend at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. On Saturday afternoon, Brian Thomas scored from the penalty spot in the second half as Dublin Football Club defeated KFC Harlem United by 1-0, while the match between Scotiabank's Bath Estate and Sagicor South East was called off. Meanwhile, on Sunday, newly promoted Mao Soccer Strikers are still without a win in the Lion Premier League as they went down to Icons Football Club by 4-1. Sean Laron found the back of the net twice, taking his tally to 4 goals, while Curtly Augustine and Len Walter scored 1 each. Casimir Benjamin got the lone goal for Soccer Strikers. In the second match, Exodus Football Club collected all 3 points without breaking a sweat as defending champions Northern Concordant Steel Bombers failed to show up. After all the hard work in the preliminary rounds by the 2 finalists of the St. Joseph Football League, their match ended prematurely after one team forfeited. On Saturday, 30th of August 2014, Team Georgia and Lacroix Football Club came up against each other in what was supposed to be a thrilling final match at St. Joseph Playing Field for a grand prize of $1,000 and a trophy. But all that came to an end before the final whistle as Team Lacroix failed to agree with the referee's call. Onlookers and supporters of Team Lacroix quickly flooded the field, which prevented the match from continuing. One of the main organizers of the league spoke to CBN4Sports reporter during the altercation. The Lacroix Football Club, who had 1 goal difference up against the Georgia Football Club, forfeited the match, which allowed Team Georgia to win by default. Captain of Team Georgia, Lara John Baptist, also spoke to CBN4Sports. John Baptist also said the next upcoming season that the players need to work on their discipline level. Coming up next, Rajon Rondo tells Celtics he wants out. And Real Sociedad came from behind to shock European champions. We'll be right back after the break. Thanks for staying with us. Rajon Rondo could become an unrestricted free agent after the 2014-15 NBA season, which means the Boston Celtics will need to decide soon whether to trade Rondo or try to re-sign him and risk that he leaves next summer for nothing. At 28 years old, Rondo is in the prime of his career. He missed out half of the 2013-2014 season after recovering from an ACL surgery. He averages 11.7 points, 9.8 assists, and 5.5 rebounds per game in 30 contests. When healthy, he's arguably a top 3 point guard in the league as an elite playmaker and an excellent perimeter defender. The Los Angeles Lakers are one of the teams rumored to be interested in Rondo, but it is not clear if Boston is interested in anything the Lakers have to offer. Real Sociedad had to come from 2 goals down to seal a famous victory over European champions Real Madrid. The visitors, who were without the injured Cristiano Ronaldo, were superb in attack and gave thanks to early goals from Sergio Ramos and Gareth Bale. But Sociedad exposed their defensive deficiencies to level through Inigo Martinez and David Zurutuza. Zurutuza struck again to give the home side the lead before Carlos Vela fired in to seal the victory. Real Madrid coach Carlos Ancelotti has invested heavily this summer to further improve the attacking powers of his side with his big money signings of Toni Kroos and James Rodriguez. And the results of this were clear to see, particularly in the first half, as Madrid swept into a 2-0 comfort. Coming up after the break, see who defeated Australia for the first time in 31 years. Stay tuned. Welcome back. New Chelsea striker Diego Costa is turning out to be the perfect kind of player for Chelsea boss Jose Mourinho. The $32 million summer signing from Atletico Madrid scored twice in his side's thrilling 6-3 win over Everton on Saturday. Costa's goal tally stands at 4 in 3 Premier League games, which is some start for any striker at a new club in a new country. Costa has scored with his first shot in each of his games played so far, but aside from the quality of his finishing, the speed with which the 25-year-old Brazilian-born Spain international has adjusted to English football is the most impressive aspect.
Jamie's been brilliant, and I said to you how good he's been. I played against him obviously in the Champions League and realised he was a top player, but when you see him every day, he's literally got everything, and he's been brilliant, and he's got off to a flying start with us, and listen, long may it continue, because that was the difference today.
In the 30th ODI meeting between these sides, Zimbabwe did what they had not done for 31 years and beat Australia. Elton Chikumbura engineered the chase that created history after his spinners had applied tremendous pressure that kept Australia to their lowest total against Zimbabwe and achieved only their second win against these opponents. Chikumbura came to the wicket with his side struggling at 106 for 5. He struck an unbeaten 52 with 68 balls, including 4 boundaries to steer his side to victory. He added 55 in an unbroken 8th wicket stand with Prosper Utieza, who made 30 not out. Scores Australia 209 for 9 in their 50 overs. Michael Clarke top scored with 68. Zimbabwe, in reply, won the match by 3 wickets, scoring 211 for 7. Elton Chikumbura topped the batting with 52, while Nathan Lyon took 4 for 44 for Australia. Well, that's a wrap on our sports segment. Find out more of our exclusive sports stories by visiting our CBN4 Facebook or YouTube. Send in your comments via Facebook, Twitter or WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number is 614-7199. Thanks again for watching and have a good evening.